What is up, guys? It's Clint from Bartlett Outfitters. Okay, so this is my PB bluegill video. I was working on this a couple weeks ago, finished it up, realized none of it really made sense. So I'm going to come in, do some commentary for you guys. I'm currently at my house, so I know this video is way behind, but I'm at my house in Mint Hill. So anyway. So, me and Lance decided to do a one boat versus boat against Jason. We were just going to do a tournament, see who, 5 fish, 2 12s and 14 inches, and 3 14s. And we were going to go out and see how we could do on Fontana versus Jason. So we had like a $20 pot, whatever. So, we went out and we fished on Fontana. So we showed up at Fontana and we fished. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and stay tuned for some more videos like this one.
Bro, you're late.
Oh gosh.
Jason.
What we do?
3 o'clock.
5 fish.
2 12s. Good luck.
You too.
Alright, so we pulled up to the first spot and I was throwing a couple different rigs. Finally got bit with the first fish. Finally caught the first fish, which was this spot you're about to see in this next frame.
The first fish of the day. Good job, Clint.
Spot.
Proud of you. I'm not cooking with me. Did you hear that fish?
13.
Did you freaking hear that fish? He was larger than George or something. Which one did you catch him on?
8 o'clock on the dot. Which one? Okay, so me and Lance, we were sitting there fishing. We had this huge smallmouth just come up out of the water. And when I say huge smallmouth, he had to be at least 5.5, 6 pounds. Big mountain smallmouth. And he would just come up out of the water. But he was like a ghost. He'd pop up 100 yards over here. He'd pop up 100 yards over there. And we just could not catch him to save our life. So, but we were trying, trust me. But it was a crazy sight to see that thing come up at 3 feet out of the water out chasing bait. It was insane. Okay, so now I'm going to explain a little bit. Okay, so we're sitting there fishing, and all of a sudden we hear something rustling in the woods. We heard these squirrels going crazy a couple minutes before, and we didn't really think anything of it. We thought they were just squirrels being the regular tree rats they are. And then we see something come out on the edge of the wood line, and it was a black bear. And it was a pretty good sized black bear. So we were like, holy crap. Like, we were making sure we were staying far off the bank to not piss this thing off. Then all of a sudden 3 little fur balls come following behind it. And it was a mama and 3 cubs just cruising up the bank. Just cruising slowly like we weren't even there. It was pretty crazy. Here's a couple pictures of those. There's a bear right there. 2 bears. Big mama bear and a cub. That's cool. I've never seen one of them before. That's cool. Dude, there's another little cub. 3 of them. There's 3 of them. Is that a 4? No. There's no way. No. That's cool. I've never seen that before. So we kept on fishing, and Lance finally hooks up with another fish. It's been like at least 3 hours before we hooked up with another fish. He caught a nice pretty little smallmouth. Here's a couple pictures of that. This small.
look at that strike.
Get a picture of her real quick. So obviously the smallmouth was a little too short to keep, so we had to throw it back. So then we moved up into a creek and we were just chucking and winding for two more hours. It was a just very spread out day. It's very slow. There's no wind whatsoever, and it was just a tough day. And so I start slinging a spoon, and I was just letting it sink and then slow rolling it, and then all of a sudden I get whacked. And this fish was pulling so hard that Lance got the net, if that tells you anything. And it was a bluegill.
Hold it up.
Oh,
Oh, he's pissing. Thanks, Clint.
I'm gonna need some pliers. That is my PB bluegill. We got the PB bluegill. The freaking tank. Come here. Ow, you big spiky pancake. Come here. Here's another look at this big old spiky pancake bluegill.
Spiky pancake. Man, I felt bug.
It's a freaking tank of a bluegill. So we fished for another two more hours in this crazy excursion, catch freaking small fish, but it was tough. Like, don't get me wrong, it was tough. So finally finessed him off my drop shot rig and caught another short spot. Wait. Take it, come on, come on. Take it, son.
Yeah, but you got it.
Right in the roof of the mouth. The roof of the mouth, right, Mr. Spot? Right, Mr. Spot? I caught bigger ones than you out of the river yesterday. But hey, it's a fish. Still cheers up my day. Lance, you want to kiss him?
Not really.
Okay, I'll kiss him. See you, buddy. So, after piddling around in that cove forever, we finally decided to move. After we moved, Lance caught a fish on like the first cast on the first place we moved. But for some reason, the Hero 5 decided to record upside down. And in this, I've been looking at all over the studio trying to figure out how to flip this frame. I can't flip it, so enjoy a different perspective of an upside down GoPro on a chest tube. Hey, watch it. Alright. I don't think he's 12, my friend.
We're gonna try it.
We gonna check.
We're gonna check.
It's filming upside down.
I don't think he's 12, but try it.
There goes the choo-choo train. All these people are looking at me. All these people are looking at me. I'm looking at them.
Okay. Hey! Check that piece of shit out.
So we ended the day with 2 12-inch spots and 1 big bluegill. Bluegill didn't count. We just wanted to show Jason how big that thing was. Yeah. So 2 12-inch spots and 1 bluegill. And Jason caught 2 12-inch spots and 1 2-pound largemouth. Maybe 1.5 pounds. So he beat us. He beat us fair and square. But we both had a very tough day on the water. Any day's a good day to get out on the water. That's what you gotta learn. We're still in this fall funk right now. I'm so hoping it picks up because it's time for it to pick up. But this weather keeps staying hot and the water temp's still hot. So hopefully they're gonna start chasing bait and it's gonna be fun. But thank you guys so much for staying tuned for this video. It was awesome to catch a fish like that, a bluegill, because I've been catching those since I was little, but that's a freaking almost a pound bluegill, so that was crazy. But thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. I know I keep talking about this Georgia series and I haven't got it edited out yet, but this bluegill video is going up, and then Georgia series is next on the list. So we're getting that thing up there. That was such a cool trip. You're going to see underwater footage of a hatchery. Like, nobody else has that on YouTube, so make sure you stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, go check out my other videos if you haven't, and thank you guys so much for supporting me and seeing my life as I love to fish all the time. So, thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day.